Now let's look at some important properties that come from hydrogen bonding in 5-minute segments of videos. The first property that we're going to look at is cohesion and surface tension. If you look at the word cohesion, you see the prefix co, which always refers to cooperating or working together. So cohesion is the attraction of water to other water molecules. This is going to create a cool property called surface tension. This allows water molecules to stick together to form like a drop of water. It is also something that might allow a water strider to walk on water. Please pause this video and take a second to draw a diagram of surface tension and cohesion. The next property is adhesion. Adhesion is sticking to something else. Water will stick to any other polar compound. This results in an interesting property called capillarity, also known as capillary action. And this is what we see in this diagram at the bottom. You'll notice that the water molecules are crawling up this narrow tube. This could be the narrow tube inside of a plant called the xylem. Because water molecules are attracted to the sides of this tube, the water molecules are going to be pulled upwards. Since each water molecule is attracted to another water molecule, this means it's going to pull the next one along. The next property is temperature moderation. There's quite a lot involved in this property that you will honestly understand better once you learn more about chemistry. The first thing to note is that water has a high heat capacity. This means that it takes a large amount of heat energy to change the temperature of water. Remember that heat energy is basically how fast molecules are moving. The reason why it takes a lot of heat to change the temperature of water is because of hydrogen bonds. First, energy must be applied to the water substance to break the hydrogen bonds. Then the molecules can begin to move faster and the temperature can increase. One very important property of this is that you know that most of the earth is made of water, and the large bodies of water actually basically store heat energy. So this helps to stabilize Earth's temperatures. As the ocean temperatures are getting gradually warmer with global warming and climate change, this is what's going to cause a whole effect on the worldwide temperature. The second piece of temperature moderation is evaporative cooling. This allows organisms to maintain a body temperature because as the water evaporates, the liquid that remains behind cools down. You can think about it that the water that is evaporating is taking the heat with it. This is why when you sweat and the sweat evaporates, you get cooler. This is also why when it's humid outside in South Georgia, you don't really cool off when you sweat because the water doesn't evaporate. If you've ever been to a dry desert type area, you'll notice that you actually cool off whenever you sweat.